Our generation is talking goals.
Squad goals, relationship goals, life goals?
How about the only goals that really matter? Golazo!
Those goals are fun, but I'm talking about more important goals.
Zero hunger, good health and well-being, decent work, and economic growth. These sustainable developmental goals have our generation listening, learning, and ready to take aim.
We are ready to tackle real problems with real solutions. Take aim at the issues in our community. Take action for sustainable solutions.
Southwestern Adventist University is a small Christian campus located in North Texas that's dedicated to excellence in education as well as service. Our campus has been the cornerstone of the community for over 120 years, and our students are dedicated to continuing the tradition of service as a way of life.
Our Enactus team is diverse, made up of students with different majors from different countries that share one common goal: improving the world around us. It is our goal to meet the needs of our community through projects that empower people and improve livelihoods through entrepreneurial action.
This year, our projects met goals of broad impact as we collaborated with eager middle school students, a struggling Navajo community, a female business owner with the heart to help hungry children, and a technical school aiming to stop the cycle of poverty in Honduras.
Today, we'll be highlighting 4 major projects: Business in a Box, Res Refuge, Mountain Coffee, and the Dr. Stephen Youngberg Technical and Vocational School in Honduras.
Business in a Box is an innovative after-school program that brings entrepreneurship to life through hands-on experience. Our team has run this program for 4 years at 3 different schools, directly impacting a total of 124 students with positive feedback and requests to return.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Keene, Texas, the hometown of our university, has a poverty rate of 32.5%. That's 15% higher than the state average. We believe that the cycle of poverty can be broken through education, and that reaching these students at a young age can enhance their perspective on business, leadership, and entrepreneurship.
This year, for 6 weeks, 35 students met twice a week after school for Business in a Box. Each meeting began with a fun presentation on topics such as sustainability, product development, marketing, and budgeting.
Middle schoolers worked in teams with university student mentors. Each team had a business box filled with necessary materials to develop, produce, and market a product.
With a budget of $25, students created their product, set their prices, and designed a brand. Students were encouraged to focus on sustainability by using up-purpose and recycled items. Products included handmade Christmas cards, baked goods, unique holiday ornaments, and our bestseller, hand-lathed wooden pens.
Our Enactus team hosted a community market day that allowed students to implement their new skills and sell their products. Over 50 people attended the market day, and sales totaled $725.
Students received completion certificates along with net profits just in time for the holidays. A city council member attending this year's market day approached our team about partnering with the city of Keene to host future market day events in conjunction with the city's Christmas parade.
Dominic and Sophia are 2 students who have participated in Business in a Box.
My name is Sophia.
My name is Dominic.
And I've been in Business in a Box for 4 years now. This year, my product was ornaments, mugs, and homemade coffee.
I think that Business in a Box is a very good experience because we learn about entrepreneurship and how to run my own business.
We also had classes in budgeting, finance, and marketing. It was all really fun.
Our goal is to take aim at the need for entrepreneurial education and take action by providing new opportunities for local youth in commerce and empower them to see themselves as business owners.
Our next project, Res Refuge, proves that you don't need to travel the globe to find a community in need. On the border between New Mexico and Arizona, near a place called Window Rock, you will find the heart of the Navajo Nation.
This region is considered a food desert by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. A short growing season, harsh weather, and a lack of knowledge are all attributed to low rates of sustainable gardening.
Insufficient economic resources and substance abuse pose as additional social problems. The per capita income is barely over $12,000, and according to the U.S. Department of the Interior, the Navajo Nation's average unemployment rate is a staggering 31%.
The issues are clear, but the solutions on the reservation are not as easy to find or implement. This year, our team focused on partnerships with 2 local organizations. First, Res Refuge, a community center located in the impoverished neighborhood of Fort Defiance. Their vision? To create a better way of life for the 65 children and teenagers served by the center.
In 2015, our Enactus team built a solar passive greenhouse on a vacant lot next to the community center. Res Refuge staff, who are primarily Navajo, had a vision to reintroduce agricultural programs for youth. They believed the greenhouse was the best first step. Since then, this space has been transformed into a living classroom and the cornerstone of the center's garden program.
Res Refuge reports that the greenhouse attracted the attention of other local community groups who volunteered, adding a retention wall, fruit trees, and rainwater retention system.
The gardening program teaches youth about planting, soil restoration, composting, drip irrigation, and rainwater harvesting. With obesity and diabetes being dominant health concerns, Res Refuge has started hosting cooking tutorials to get kids into the kitchen with fresh garden ingredients to create healthy meals.
In addition, Res Refuge has used crops of cucumbers, dill, and garlic to make fermented pickles to sell at local markets. The kids love making the pickles, and they've been a very popular product, completely selling out during their first season.
This year, our team decided to take aim at help solving a hurdle that has come from the growth of the garden program. The garden takes time and effort to maintain, and the staff at Res Refuge identified a need to designate a person that would help with the growth of the garden and greenhouse.
Res Refuge shared that other responsibilities were leaving the garden unattended and crop yields were stagnant. Listening to the request for staff support, our team committed to help raise an initial funding for a part-time employee that would focus further developing our education program.
But this year's project did not stop there. Our Enactus team was approached by another local organization with a mission to help the Navajo community through a new garden program.
A local needs assessment pointed them to an initial project of creating a community garden space to facilitate a farmer's market. They asked if we could provide the garden space that would act as a springboard for all future projects.
Using the knowledge and connections from our first greenhouse project, we decided to take action by fundraising and building a greenhouse and community garden site.
Over the span of a week, our team cleared a prime location, built 12 raised garden boxes, and installed a greenhouse. The garden space was fenced and gated to prevent uninvited animals from helping themselves to future crops.
This completed garden space represents an investment of over $8,000 that has the potential to create income through sales of fresh produce. Ron, an experienced gardener who designed and helped build this garden space, shares his thoughts.
The design of these growth boxes are specifically set up in a way that utilizes very little water, very little weeding and maintenance on a daily basis, yet the yields are tremendously high. These type of grow boxes have a great potential for the future in that you can put approximately 250 plants in these grow boxes, which will yield between 6,000 to 7,000 pounds of tomatoes on any one season. You can see the potential there that by having a yield like that could be anywhere from $10,000 to $12,000 of actual cash off the project that could be then turned over and used again.
The local community is ready to go to work. An agriculture teacher from the local high school has volunteered to manage the garden, working to ensure the best outcomes.
During the building process, curious community members stopped by and asked about how they could get involved. Another organization even inquired about how to have another Enactus greenhouse built.
Taking aim at local needs is leading to many future opportunities to take action.
Our third project this year started over a cup of coffee. Mountain Coffee and Tropical Drinks is a small female-owned establishment that serves our campus community. Nellie, the shop owner, enjoys serving her customers delicious drinks along with her warm hospitality.
She is the first to admit that business is not her background, and when our students asked how they can help improve this small business, we had no idea how far this local project would take us.
After an initial assessment of the business model, our team created immediate goals to help improve business at Mountain Coffee and Tropical Drinks. Ownership had changed hands and the branding was scattered. Goal number 1, create a consistent marketing strategy that fit the brand.
So our Enactus team recruited a local graphic designer who worked with Nellie to create a brand strategy. The name of her business was shortened to Mountain Coffee, and a new logo was designed to streamline all future marketing.
With the new logo, our team created social media pages on Facebook and Instagram. Promotions on our university's campus launched to expand the customer base and create customer loyalty. Nelly reports that business is improving and that social media pages have reached over 200 likes in just a few short months.
The marketing plan gave Nelly the tools necessary to implement changes in the interior design, menu, and store signage. Armed with a defined business strategy, she can now focus on her future vision, which is to expand Mountain Coffee to a second location.
During our work with Nelly, we discovered an interesting international connection. Proceeds from the sale of her whole bean coffee are donated to Pan American Health Services, a nonprofit organization in central Honduras. Here's Nelly in her own words.
Well, the partnership with Enactus has really already boosted our sales. In the last couple of months that they have been promoting it with the school, so we've had more new students come in, and it also has helped the bond between the community and us, let people know that we're here and also that we give back to Pan American Health Service. And I think it's been really good that they've actually been involved to go to Honduras and see for themselves what we do.
Our Enactus team believed that we could help promote not only her small business, but also the organization that was so near to her heart. This fall, our team met with the administrators of the organization over a cup of delicious mountain coffee to explore new opportunities.
Although a lush tropical landscape, Honduras is the second poorest country in Central America, with 35% of the population living in poverty and almost 65% of the population being underemployed. Lacking income and nutritional education, many Honduran families are unable to provide the proper nourishment for their children.
For over 50 years, Pan American Health Services has sought to end the cycle of poverty and malnourishment through education and nutritional rehabilitation. We decided to take aim at empowering Honduran teenagers through education by partnering with Pan American Health Services Educational Initiative, the Dr. Stephen Youngberg Technical and Vocational School.
This technical school was established 19 years ago, funded by United States aid and international development. Most of the high school students are not local, but from surrounding towns and villages, with some walking 2 hours each way every day. In search of better opportunities, they come to learn auto mechanics, carpentry, wood carving, or sewing.
Although originally designed to be self-sustaining, the school has become a financial burden and cost center for Pan American Health Services. The technical school is at crossroads. Although we knew there was a need, we were not able to fully determine through remote communication how we could provide the greatest impact.
So a team went to Honduras for a week-long discovery project. Our Enactus team worked closely with school administrators and faculty to help identify needs and sustainable solutions. We learned that their program could receive full funding from both government and non-government sources, but currently wasn't eligible due to missing equipment.
We decided to take action and purchase the necessary equipment for their most expensive program, carpentry, allowing it to be fully funded for the foreseeable future. Through an equipment investment of $3,400, they became eligible for funding and were able to relieve the yearly cost of almost $5,000 to run the program. That's nearly a 150% return on investment just within the first year. In addition, we were able to purchase some much-needed equipment for their most popular program, auto mechanics.
The students and faculty of the Dr. Stephen Youngberg Technical and Vocational School have big dreams on how the school can positively impact their communities. The school's Johnny, the school's director, shares his thoughts.
Nosotros trabajamos con la población con más problemas en la comunidad de Peñablanca y todos alrededores. Nosotros trabajamos con los jóvenes que están en riesgo social, con los jóvenes que a veces en otras instituciones ya no los aceptan. Nosotros trabajamos con esa población y el objetivo de nosotros es lograr que esa gente que las demás instituciones o que es considerada un problema, que nosotros podamos traerla y que esa persona salga una nueva persona de aquí. Y que eso que era considerado un problema ahora se convierta en un beneficio para la sociedad.
We are excited about our partnership with the Dr. Stephen Youngberg Technical and Vocational School, as well as Pan America Health Services. Our immediate goal is to obtain sustainable funding for all 4 of their technical programs.
Our journey with Pan American Health Services has just begun. We will continue to take aim at solutions for growth and take action through fundraising, volunteer coordination, and further educational program development.
It has been said that an inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals than a mile of intention. This year, the Southwestern Adventist University Enactus team decided to take aim at our intended goals and take action at moving towards solutions that will set the foundation for change. Thank you.